name's Leanne Traynor. I'm a Dundee-born actor currently living in North Lanarkshire. I'm represented by Kiddy Scott Associates, and today I'm going to be performing an extract from Alice in Wonderland and the song The Wall in My Head from Everybody's Talking About Jamie the Musical. A large rose tree stood near the entrance of the garden. The roses growing on it were white, but there were 3 gardeners at it, busily painting them red. Alice thought this a very curious thing, and so she went nearer to watch. And as she approached them, she heard one of them say, "Look out now, Five! Don't go splashing paint on me like that!" "You'd better not talk," said Five. "I heard the Queen say only yesterday you deserve to be beheaded." 7 flung down his brush and had just begun to say, "Oh, of all the unjust things," when his eye chanced to fall upon Alice as she stood watching them. "Would you tell me," Alice said a little timidly, "why are you painting those roses?" 5 and 7 said nothing, but looked at 2. 2 began in a low voice, "Well, you see, miss, this here ought to have been a red rose tree, but we put a white one in by mistake, and if the Queen were to find out, we should all have our heads cut off. So you see, miss, we're doing the best we can afore she comes to—" At that moment, 5, who'd anxiously been looking across the garden, called out, "The Queen! The Queen!" And the 3 gardeners instantly flung themselves flat upon their faces. Alice stood still where she was, eager to see the Queen. When the procession arrived opposite Alice, the Queen said severely, "Who is this?" She said this to the Knave of Hearts, who only smiled and bowed in reply. "Idiot!" said the Queen, tossing her head impatiently, and, turning back to Alice, she continued, "What's your name, child?" "My name is Alice, so please your Majesty," Alice said politely. "And who are these?" said the Queen, pointing to the 3 gardeners. "How should I know?" said Alice, a little surprised at her own courage. "It's no business of mine." The Queen turned crimson with fury, and after glaring at her for a moment like a wild beast, called out, "Off with her head!" "Nonsense!" said Alice loudly and decidedly, and the Queen was silent. There was something he said, his words built a wall inside my head, just one little thing. Didn't mean that much to him, but it keeps building and building and building, this wall in my head, this wall in my head. Just one tiny thought, it started out so small, the thought made a brick, the bricks made a wall, and the wall keeps me down, and the wall trips me up, and it keeps building and building and building, this wall in my head, this wall in my head. And here I stand with my feet stuck to the floor as I shout down the street, screaming for more. Over the wall, I see my future standing tall. Over the wall, I can't believe I'd have it all. So I keep climbing and climbing and climbing, this wall in my head. I'll keep on climbing and climbing and climbing, this wall in my head. This wall in my head, this wall in my head.